Hello everyone in Real Future Channel, Track Circuits, TC. We are going to talk today about TC. We have a lot of questions, we need to answer all of them together today. Are rails or tracks divided into sections? Why are we divide rails or tracks into sections? What are the techniques used to divide the rails or tracks into sections? Does these sections isolate from each other? Let's answer all these questions today. Track layout overview. As illustrated here in the picture, we have multiple tracks. Each track here divided into small sections. So, the main purpose of dividing the track to small sections is to follow or track the train location over the section. For example, if we have a long route, so for around 10 miles or 10 kilometers, so to follow up with the train exact location, we cannot do so without dividing the track to small sections. So we will going to track the train in each small section over the track, so we can have exactly location of the train over the long route for 10 miles or 10 kilometers. There are many techniques used to divide track to sections. The most popular techniques are track circuits, TC, axle counters, and position detectors and treadles. We are going to talk about track circuits for today, and later on we can take one by one to have more explanation regarding it. What are the possible statuses of track circuits? Oh, I believe you got it. Yes, we have two statuses: unoccupied or cleared and occupied. So let's start with clear or unoccupied. As illustrated here in the picture, we have the main component of the track circuit current supply, relay, we have the rail itself, and we have the insulated block joints, for sure we have a signal that give us the indication to the train. So the track circuits working like as electrical circuit, the power supply, and we will use the track as a medium for send and receive power. We use the relay as a detector. So during the clear status or unoccupied section, there is a power sent from track circuit, moves through the rails and read by the detector or relay. So that means there is no train on the section. So it will give us a red light for sure, but if we set a route, it will convert to green light. So there is a clear track right now with a green light over the side signal. Okay, so TC is based on the subdivision of a railway line into numerous circuits by installing insulating joints that electrically disconnect the rails, building isolated blocks. The operation principle is based on the transmission of an electrical signal from one edge to the other. Presents a simplified representation of DC power by direct current or DC. It indicates that the section is unoccupied because the current supplied by the battery and limited by a resistance runs to the other edge where it energizes a track relay. Occupied DC. What does it mean of occupied DC? Occupied or shunted track circuits means no power reached to the receiver. Red aspect signal is showing up, as illustrated here in the picture. There is occupied track section when the wagons or the train enter the section or the block section. It will shunt the rails and make a short circuit, which means that the power will not reach from the source to the relay. And in this moment, the aspect will change to red aspect because right now there is a train inside the block section or on the track circuit, and there is a red aspect or occupied track circuit. So, what is the main advantage of the insulated block joints? As we mentioned before, track circuits is an electrical circuit, so they make the isolation for each one. So there is electrical isolation over these joints to prevent any power coming from the adjacent track circuits to this one. So each track circuit will work alone, so we can identify which track section is occupied or not. This is how it looks like, the track circuit on the reality over the track. DC status with occupied and unoccupied track with track signal. Current flow in a track circuit. Each track circuit detects the absence of trains in a section of a railway track. Subsequent sections are separated from each other by insulated joints. As illustrated here, we have two sections, and this is the third one. So the first section is unoccupied as the track circuits have a power at the receiver here, so the transmitter sends the power and the receiver receives the power. There is no any short over the track circuit, so that's mean it's unoccupied section. We have a green light because we have a route set for the other train coming. So when we have a clear track circuit, we can set the route. The second track section here is occupied. We have a short circuit over the track circuit here because there is axles or wheel set inside the section. So the transmitter sent the power, but it's shorted or shunted the rails by the wheel set, So the power returning back to the transmitter, no power received at the receiver. So that's mean the track circuit is occupied, and for sure the track section is occupied. So we have here the red aspect, which refer to that this section is occupied. Here for the third section we have a green light set because there is a route set for the train, because it's already cleared, so the train can enter this block normally. We have a short animation video. This is the track circuit, a simple track circuit. We have here the power supply. Here is a relay connected to the signal aspect. So before the rail shunt the track circuit, we have a green aspect here. Okay, notice that when the axle shunting the both rails, so there is no power sent to the relay here, and we have a red aspect. We were done for today. Thank you.